This one for the homies who dead and gone. Although your life on earth was short, your memory lives on. You're always up in my head, always up in my heart. I think about you every time I take a sip or I spar. I said this one for my peoples who dead and gone. Although your life on earth was short, your memory lives on. You're always up in my head, always up in my heart. I think about you every time I have a talk with the Lord.
From the minute we start living, we also start dying. How long we having between the two is just a matter of timing. And it keep ticking, not missing a beat, no matter your climate. While we waste time trying to be fly, my nigga, time be flying. You never know when you gon' go. Yeah, I heard it before, but it ain't carry as much weight until it actually hit home. I got time, I see you next time. Taking time for granted until you pass the last time and my next time vanish. Can't understand it, how I managed to go so long. What I see in my folk and now I can't no more cause you're gone. Knew me as a child but never got to know me as a grown man and my fam. Damn, wish you could see your nephew grow. You'll never get to meet my son, but I'ma make sure he know you. Gonna make him feel like he was right there chilling right along with us. When we telling them all the stories and I'm showing them your pictures. How one would whoop us with his bare hands and the other one made us pick switches. Could catch you working around the house or on the truck, of course. And when it was time to just chill, we headed to the front porch. For life, you had a thirst. Always put your family first and never raised. Sunday morning, we was headed to church. My daddy's brothers and don't give a damn about no in-law. Said we was blood, showed up. Yeah, we was kin, y'all. Good men, y'all. And that's point blank, period. Don't make them like y'all no more, and that statement's so serious. When God come calling for you, I know it's your turn to go. But Lord, I wish it wasn't my Uncle Slam and my Uncle Joe. I'm glad I had them in my life and ain't gon' never forget you. And I know you know how much your family down here miss you. Can't nobody ever, ever, ever take your place. And when I look at the clouds, sometimes I swear I see your face. I know you're up in heaven watching over the whole Silas Smith bunch. Said I see you when I get there,
This one for the homies who dead and gone. Although your life on earth was short, your memory lives on. You're always up in my head, always up in my heart. I think about you every time I take a sip or I spar. I said this one for my peoples who dead and gone. Although your life on earth was short, your memory lives on. You're always up in my head, always up in my heart. I think about you every time I have a talk with the Lord.
Ripping and running through the halls before school, you could find us fighting and wildin' cause we was some wild childs when we was some young bucks. Nigga raw and uncut, you had hands better than rock. In the rain doing your thing, and when we slap box.
Knocking niggas out the box, we thought outside of it. Love to be on top, took pride in it.
A hit with the ladies, cause you know that we was some crowd pleasers. Had them making dedications all up over the loudspeaker. Grew tall up in this pimp game like some macadamia plants. Went from hitting sisters and cousins to hitting mothers and aunts. Up in the club getting crunk,
and not even old enough. And them grown women had our pages straight blowing up.
And we was folding up them paper stacks and we was making much cheese. Watching our backs up in these streets while slinging sacks to these fiends. When we was on the court, you know that we couldn't be stopped. Shaking and baking food right out they damn shoes and socks. And wherever we went, you know we always stayed fitted. And since the jelly constantly hated, we always stayed lifted. Sifted through the madness, sadness, the hate, good and evil. Rehabilitated myself after your death, and this beat be the prequel to this musical celebration about the life of my people.
My boy Troy, my boy Jimmy, my boy Dwayne, my boy Sam. Although your life on earth was short, your memory lives on, man.
To the people closest to you and the ones who thought they knew you. And I know at times that we might not have always gotten along, but we always kept it real for real. So this here is your song, and the list goes on and all across the damn globe. This one go out to all the fallen but not forgotten folk.
This one for the homies who dead and gone. Although your life on earth was short, your memory lives on. You're always up in my head, always up in my heart. I think about you every time I take a sip or I spar. I said this one for my peoples who dead and gone. Although your life on earth was short, your memory lives on. You're always up in my head, always up in my heart. I think about you every time I have a talk with the Lord. Yeah.